And welcome to the Raw Review here on Sean's View Entertainment. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and smash that bell for not only WWE news, rumors, headlines around the clock, but Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews, pay-per-view live commentaries as soon as the matches are all set and done. Make sure to share my videos on Facebook and Twitter. So where do we start off? Was there a lot of highlights? Was there a lot of moments? Did they follow up from Fastlane? Well, how can you follow up from Fastlane when Fastlane wasn't really that extraordinary, really wasn't that great? Although it was okay. I've seen worse, but I've definitely seen better. On a night where Goldberg was F5'd, he was duped, he was stooped. He was, he fell into a trap. Brock Lesnar finally hitting an F5 on Goldberg. So that was something to witness because, well, we haven't seen it happen in some time now. We saw Jericho and Kevin Owens kick off Monday Night Raw in a solid in-ring promo. That was pretty cool, pretty good. And we've seen the fisticuffs. We've seen them go at it. We've seen a brawl. We've seen a confrontation. But that wouldn't be the only confrontation we would see for the night, no, because not only did Lesnar kneel an F5 on Goldberg, the new Universal Champion, whose celebration got cut short. And like I said, there was a few moments and a few matches that, made this Raw somewhat watchable, but that's why I use somewhat, maybe I might use that word very sparingly throughout this Raw review. And if you want more reviews in WWE Raw and SmackDown, like, comment, share, and subscribe right now. The Cruiserweight title on the line. Just like last night, the Cruiserweight shined. Tonight, the Cruiserweight shined again with Rich Swann and Neville. But in the end, it was Neville who came away with the victory in a solid match. Very competitive, very compelling. Somehow, even though Vince McMahon isn't a fan of the Cruiserweights, it's ultimately the Cruiserweights that are stealing the show somehow in some way. Now, like I said, seemingly out of nowhere, Goldberg got caught with an F5. Goldberg didn't really have time to get what he wanted to. Didn't get out what he wanted to say, because Brock Lesnar just wanted to have it his way tonight on Monday Night Raw. And, of course, Paul Heyman on the mic, that's always a good thing. Once again, subscribe, comment, donate to my Patreon. It's in the comment section or the description of the video. We've seen a Raw Tag Team Championship. We saw 2 titles defended tonight. Enzo and Cass versus Gallows and Anderson, but it didn't take long before Cesaro and Sheamus intervened, got in this, and a huge brawl erupted. There was a lot of brawls, there was a lot of animosity, there was a lot of confrontations, there was a lot of those things happening tonight. Then we saw Bayley versus Sasha Banks. A lot was on the line here, ladies and gentlemen, and I say a lot was on the line because if Bayley lost, Sasha Banks would be added to the triple threat match with Charlotte, because Charlotte would intervene and she would interject herself into this Bayley-Sasha Banks scenario, and now with Bayley ultimately losing, thanks to Charlotte trying to help Bayley win, it would be Sasha Banks who gets the win over Bayley. Sasha Banks gets the win. It will now be a triple threat match, and it's now made official. At WrestleMania, it will be a triple threat match, Charlotte, Bayley, and Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title. Also, Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. It's also made official for WWE WrestleMania. We saw Seth Rollins. We got an in-depth look into his rehab, his regimen, and what he's doing to get ready for WrestleMania. And we saw Triple H's retort. We saw his reaction. We saw his warning. And we saw how he said, you better not make it to WrestleMania. You better not show up, because that'll be the biggest mistake of your human physical life. You think what I did to you or what Samoa Joe did to you was a sign of things to come? That was just a preview, a prelude. And Seth Rollins, if you show up at WrestleMania, it will be the end of your career. I will end your career. Then for the first time, and now this was something nice because it was different, it was new, it was original, it's something we never saw before. Chris Jericho went one-on-one with Samoa Joe, but the match wasn't really that great. Just like tonight when Bayley went against Sasha Banks, match wasn't really that great. They slowed it down, they kind of kept it to a pace. You know these two are capable of much more, but maybe that's why they're saving it for the pay-per-view. So anyways, Samoa Joe versus Chris Jericho was a nice little touch. Match wasn't that long. Samoa Joe hits his finishing submission maneuver on the outside of the ring, which causes a countout. Samoa Joe wins. Then he was going to add insult to injury. He was going to add salt to the wound through Jericho in the ring. And he was going to, add more punishment, more damage, so he could soften him up for Kevin Owens at WrestleMania with the United States title on the line. But what would happen is Jericho would hit a cold breaker on Samoa Joe. So ultimately, I liked what the WWE did here. Jericho doesn't lose a lot of momentum, and, Samoa Joe looks strong, so that's good. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, the confrontation. After last night, what we saw at Fastlane, the continuation of this goes on tonight. And you're going to get my live reaction as we're going to see that right now and right here. Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. We have not seen the last of this affair. This confrontation is going to get volatile. It's going to get exiled. Braun Strowman wants Roman Reigns right now in the middle of the ring. And you can only imagine if what we saw at Fastlane was any indication what is going to happen right now. So far, Raw, 3 hours. It's been tough to sit through some of this. But, some of it had purpose. Some of it had action. Some of it had vindication, retaliation, retribution, heat. Even had Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley have a little bit of a confrontation, wondering if Mick Foley's spot is really safe on Monday Night Raw as the Raw General Manager. Make sure to support my Raw reviews by liking, sharing, subscribing, and leaving your comments. It's all about interaction here on Sean's View Entertainment. We're going to try to pick back up these Raw reviews. And Braun Strowman is in the middle of the ring. He is pacing. He is angry. He is frustrated. He wants Roman Reigns right here and right now. But Roman Reigns is making him wait. He's making him think about it. Is Roman Reigns going to come? Here we go. Here comes the big dog. Here comes the man. What? The Undertaker? What? The Undertaker, who was supposed to be at Fastlane. What the hell? The dead man, The Undertaker. The Undertaker's returning. The Undertaker. Good God Almighty, The Undertaker. Braun Strowman was expecting Roman Reigns. Braun Strowman was expecting Roman Reigns, but he's going to get The Undertaker, the dead man, the Phenom, the man from the dark side. You gotta be kidding me. The Undertaker. Oh my God. The Undertaker is on Monday Night Raw. The Undertaker was supposed to be at Fastlane. He was supposed to intervene and interject in the Braun Strowman-Roman Reigns match, but instead he's here tonight on Raw. Good God Almighty. Can you believe this? The Undertaker and Braun Strowman live. I am watching this unfold. I am watching this happen right before my very eyes. I can't believe what I am seeing right now. This is surreal. This is unbelievable. Oh my God. Business has just picked up. The Undertaker, Braun Strowman, one-on-one, face-to-face, man-to-man on Monday Night Raw. What the hell is gonna happen? Braun Strowman was expecting Roman Reigns, but instead he got someone even sinister and darker. Another demeanor, another dimension. Oh my God. Holy moly. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. I was not expecting to see The Undertaker tonight on Raw. Unbelievable. The Undertaker has arrived on the scene. And the entire complexity of Monday Night Raw has just changed to the dark side. Well, now here's a moment. Here's a highlight. Here's what's making Monday Night Raw worthy and must-see. Oh my God. The Undertaker. The road to WrestleMania. What a stare down. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. The fans are saying, holy shit, they can't believe what they're witnessing. They can't believe what they're seeing. Quite frankly, either can I. What's going to happen? Who's going to shake? Who's going to rattle? Who's going to roar? Who's going to flinch? Who's going to hit? Who's going to strike? Is Braun Strowman showing The Undertaker? Braun Strowman showing The Undertaker respect? Is Strowman showing The Undertaker respect? Strowman walking out of the ring. Strowman let The Undertaker have his day. Strowman is leaving the ring. Wow. The fans are going wild. The fans are going insane. The fans don't know what to think. They don't know what to say. The fans chin for The Undertaker and Braun Strowman is leaving. Braun Strowman going for higher grounds. Why is Braun Strowman doing this? Braun Strowman walking away from a fight. Maybe The Undertaker's here to call out Roman Reigns. Was this the fight that Roman Reigns was looking for? Where the hell is Roman Reigns? Why isn't Roman Reigns here? Wait a minute! Oh my God! Here comes Roman Reigns now! I spoke too soon! Oh my God! Here comes the big dog against the dog. Roman Reigns and the Undertaker are about to get it on. What does this mean? Oh my God. Business is picked up. Roman Reigns is spitting in the face, disrespecting the Undertaker. What a development. What is going to happen here? Roman Reigns staring at the Undertaker. Is Roman Reigns going to try to take out the Undertaker? Is this the interpromotional match that we're going to witness and we're going to see at WrestleMania? Unbelievable. A surreal moment on Monday Night Raw. I don't think that The Undertaker can believe what is happening right here, right now. I can't believe what's happening.
Roman wasn't calling you out here, dead man. He called me. So with all due respect, this is my yard now.
Oh! Ho 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 ho! Did Roman Reigns just say this is his yard? Does he know who he's talking to? Does he know what he's witnessing? Is he way in over his head? Does Roman Reigns realize what he has just said, what he has just done? This is unbelievable. Wait a minute. Chokeslam to Reigns. The Undertaker's got Roman Reigns by the throat. Gozel, chokeslam. Chokeslam to hell. Roman Reigns was just chokeslammed by the Undertaker to hell. Oh my God. Roman Reigns almost got chokeslammed through the mat by the Undertaker as he looks up at the WrestleMania sign. What an emphatic statement. Oh my God. This is crazy. Oh my God, viewers and subscribers.
The original big dog is back to reclaim.
The original big dog against the new dog. The old dog and the new dog. Oh my God, viewers and subscribers. This made Monday Night Raw watchable. This made Monday Night Raw what it was. The Undertaker and Roman Reigns are going to lock horns. You can feel the animosity. You can feel it building. Roman Reigns was just chokeslammed. The Undertaker, to whom the bell tolls, the Undertaker sends a defining message to Roman Reigns on a Monday Night Raw that I would now bump up 3.5 out of 5 stars. Some moments, some matches. This was the moment. This is what made Monday Night Raw what it was. Share, subscribe, your comments and your opinions. The Undertaker confronts Roman Reigns in a major way. What's next for Braun Strowman? We'll see. Subscribe and comment for more Raw reviews from Sean's View Entertainment.